everyone. I'm your lovely host, Innocent, and although I am no film channel, I do like sharing my thoughts on ones that I've seen. Quite recently, I viewed 2 on Netflix. And instead of doing the YouTuber thing where I make 2 videos and go into depth about each one individually, I'll be shoving them both into one. The 2 films in question are Bird Box and Black Mirror Bandersnatch. Both are horror-based and trying to break the norm with their concepts. I'll be trying to keep these as spoiler-free as possible, but I do have a few gripes with Bird Box that may spoil things, so beware of that. Now, I will be talking about Bandersnatch first, so if you're all about Bird Box, feel free to skip here in the video. Now, Bandersnatch. Oh boy, that was a roller coaster. I went through this one twice to see if the choices really do matter, and spoiler alert, they don't. You're kind of forced into getting some endings, even if you yourself already know the correct answer. You can cut out some of the bad ends by knowing the right ones, but all in all, it may be a choose-your-own-adventure as a concept, but it's heavily guided the whole way through. Don't get me wrong, I love the concept of it. Black Mirror took a page from the YouTube creators and their success of their choose-your-own-adventure video series and brought it into the spotlight. Also, yes, the choose-your-own-adventure style of things have been around for a very long time, but for the video format, YouTube has really been the epicenter for that type of thing due to their annotations and being able to link to other videos easily within the video itself. So they weren't breaking new ground per se, but they brought it into the mainstream. The ending, however, was very lackluster for me. Depending on how you play, you get the option of 2 true endings, but you still see the other one happening in the timeline as a bad end. I personally don't like that and would have much rather been stuck with 1 true ending and then all of the bad endings, but whatever. Oh, speaking of bad endings, the Netflix bad ending is my favorite. If you have yet to play Bandersnatch and you get the option to pick Netflix, do it. Do it. Trust me. Best end, hands down. But overall, the whole thing was an enjoyable experience, and I do recommend it. Just be warned that the true ending is a bit disappointing. Not bad, but the bad ends you get along the way are far more exciting. Now, on to Bird Box. The concept. A being that makes you kill yourself, but only if you see it. I think that's pretty interesting and rather original when it comes to monster movies. My one major gripe with this movie is that it's just way too long. I get it. It uses the past sections to make sense of the future sections, but there was just way too much of wasted time. The past sections were to explain why she was alone and why she had 2 children with her, sure, but these sections could have just made up their own movie. Hell, the past sections were basically the movie Mist, but mostly in a house rather than in a supermarket. But was the movie good? Debatable. I personally don't think it was great, but that's because I figured out the ending in the first 20 minutes of watching it. And I figured out the odd spin on things when the guy in the river made his appearance. For me, the story finished well before it actually did. So the only reason I even kept watching in the first place is to see if I was wrong, and I wasn't. So I don't think it was good by that standard. But how about the story point? Just the story, regardless of how I figure things out. Is it good then? Again, debatable. Some people despise the constant flipping between timelines and movies, and the only saving grace for this is that this timeline skipping has the same person the whole way through. If you can get past the flipping, it's not a bad story. The characters have their ups and downs, and I will say, the writing was great as it actually shows that every single character has their own flaws and are not perfect. But even with all of that, I don't think it's a great movie. Interesting, yes, but one watch through is enough to get everything you need from it. I will say I believe the only reason it's so popular and talked about right now is due to the concept. A monster that you never see the whole movie. It's interesting, I'll give you that, but that's it. Sure, you could get into the theories, like mine. The monster is a manifestation of your quote-unquote personal demons that every single person deals with in the world, but some people can just deal with them a whole lot better. It kind of falls flat with the whole ending reveal thing, since even they would have personal demons. But it's okay. It's just a theory. Okay, I think I've spoken about these films as much as I possibly can, while also getting my thoughts forefront without actually spoiling anything. So, hey, have you seen these yet? Leave your opinions of them in the comments below. Let's start a discussion. And yes, I apologize for the clickbait title. It was the only thing that I could make sense of these two films being in one video without making the title really boring. So, to make this less clickbait, Bandersnatch and Bird Box are closer than you think because they're both not the best movie on Netflix right now. Anyway, thank you for watching! We never speak of that. Anyway, if you liked what you just watched, feel free to click or tap here and it will take you to the latest video on my channel. Or you can let the YouTube algorithms choose a video it thinks you'll like. Magic! And of course, you can click or tap over here to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Come join the cult! We're always open to new members. Anywho, I hope to see you all soon. Peace out. Bye-bye!